I wake up, well, I know I'm gonna be the man who wakes up next to you.
Now, all of you, get the gap now before I get too mad to turn back.
I'm gonna be
Actual audio from the dad. Can't wait to hear some of this dad, by the way.
Well,
Hey, you get the out now!
get drunk next to you. And if I
Well, a little controversy in Arizona is some signs apparently using more of the metric system than most can digest. I don't think people are confused by the signs. They're just bothered. Like, why is this sign in the metric? And they're pissed. So a little controversy anyway. Had a little story about it in USA Today. So with that, this metric system association wrote in 2 letters to the paper.
Jeez.
Talking about how it's about time. Let's go, U.S. It's time to adopt the metric system. And they just need to be told to shut up, don't they?
No question about it. It's a waste of time. Nobody wants to hear about it. So, yeah, they need to just shut up.
And you don't need to have an organization. It's done. It's
320
over.
million people are like, absolutely not, versus 2. So, yeah, shut up.
Not going to happen. 9:07 at the RIF.
Hello?
Is this the U.S. Metric Association?
Hold on a minute.
Thank you. Heads up for a nerd pile.
Yep.
Nobody cares.
Hello?
You look like a nerd.
Is this the U.S. Metric Association? This is Drew and Mike calling on WRIF Radio. How you doing, ma'am?
Well, thank you.
Are you guys, is there like a bunch of people there in some boiler room trying to fight for the U.S. Metric Association? I mean, are you guys making phone calls and calculations and stuff?
Oh, this is an organization that's been in existence since 1916. We have around 1,000 members, and they do their best to try to get Congress to pass a law that says we will join the rest
Stay
of
out
the
of my
world
goddamn face,
in a common
buzzard.
language, which is metric.
Okay. And what's your name?
I would like you, though, I am just working here in the main office, I would like you to get in touch with our president, Young.
But you might be able to help me. Who am I speaking with, please?
Someone in the office of the Metric Association. I want to give you the president of our...
Okay, that's cool.
name.
Well, I just wondered what your name was so I could say hi properly.
My name is Valerie.
Hi, Valerie. How you doing?
Okay, thanks.
Have you been with the Metric Association for a long time?
Yes, for about 40 years.
I will kill you if you talk to me again.
Wow, 40 years. And what were you doing before that? Were you kind of sold on the regular Dewey Decimal System or whatever we use?
Yes,
It's
I
not the Dewey Decimal
As
System.
soon as I found out about metric, I was a fan of the measurement system, and I worked as an engineer for 30 years. All the time I was doing the metric work.
How did you get to be a fan? I mean, it just seems like something you either think is like okay or it's not okay, but I mean, you're a fan? Like you really love it?
I am, because I realize how much easier it is than the inch-pound measurement system we're using. And I was a methods engineer for Linden Industries for 30 years. And
Nobody cares.
it is to do things the easier, better way.
So if you hear someone measure something in kilograms, do you get really excited and start cheering?
Of course.
Really? Well, you are a fan of the metric system.
I think if you're going to do any interview of any sort, you should talk to our president, because she is in touch with your government agencies that are working for metric.
It's like about 10 inches.
She can give you a lot more information.
Okay, that'd be just fine, ma'am.
Her name is Lorelle, Lorelle.
Laurel, okay, that's kind of a complicated way of spelling it, but okay, cool.
And her phone number, area code.
Uh-huh. Has Laurel been on the case for a long time, too?
Almost as long as I have.
Is that right? Wow.
I'm a past president.
Shut up and show your breast.
And now they call me the executive director because I run the a whole association.
P.S. Your vagina's in the sink.
It's filed.
Stop it. Stop it. That's crazy. So, I'm sorry, you were saying that you're so into this that your vagina's in the sink. No, I'm sorry. Yeah, I got all the information, I think. And can you tell us why you like the metric system so much? Why is it that you just get up every day and go, I just love the metric system?
Because it's easier, faster, makes more sense.
And this isn't something that maybe you're lobbying on behalf of someone else, or you're being paid to do it? You're not a shill?
Not at all. After I learned about it, the association was very small at that time, 40 years ago. I helped build it up. I helped with this newsletter. It puts out a bi-monthly newsletter, and we're a pretty good organization.
Wow. Why do you care, though? I mean, some people would say, why do you care? Period. Well, I mean, it's like one number or another number, and we know the one way of doing it, and it seems like it's a pain in the ass to change. You know what I mean?
Well, all my life I've wanted to do things the fastest, easiest, best way. That's why I became an engineer who works with methods and that training, that type of thing. And I just realized that kids in school will be able to learn faster. They won't have a bunch of fractions and things to mess around with, because this is a decimal system.
Wait, there's no fractions in the metric system? There are no fractions?
They don't use fractions. They use decimal fractions.
Nobody ever told... Oh, decimals. Well, decimals aren't decimals just as hard as fractions, though, ma'am?
No, they're much easier.
You think so?
When you get used to them, you realize how much easier they are.
Wow, that's a tough call, Valerie. I'm going to have to think about that.
Well, that's what most people think. That's why we aren't metric, is because the general public doesn't want to change, but they don't realize how much easier for them and their kids it's going to be in the long run.
Yeah, but nobody can figure it out there. Remember when they tried to change it there for a while, and everybody got all confused, and leaders when it came to gas, and it was like, this is going to cost a fortune to change all this stuff on the pumps and on milk, and people couldn't grasp it anyway. They're like, no one seemed to have the ability to figure it out, so they just scrapped it.
Yeah, I'll give you an example, Valerie, of what Mike's talking about. I thought I filled up my tank once. I drove 10 miles and I ran out of gas. I thought I had a full tank of gas because I was using metric, and the next thing you know, I ran out like 10 miles later.
All screwed up on the kilometers, you know.
It was terrible.
People can't keep it straight. It's just, you know,
I got out of my car to go get gas, and this guy knifed me because of the metric system.
That's right.
Valerie?
Valerie?
Yes.
Mark's there.
What's going on? Valerie! I didn't even get to ask my question.
Should I call her back, Mark?
Yeah, just so I can ask my question.
Okay, I'm psyched.
Put me on hold if you want.
Okay, no, you can listen to the whole thing.
Were you going to ask her about penis length and how it compares?
Nice giving it away.
Oh, I'm sorry. In case it wasn't that, Mark, I thought I could put something
nice
here.
Making Mark's idea sound common.
I don't even want to do it anymore. I'm going to change it now.
P.S. Your vagina's in the sink.
Valerie.
Yes.
Yeah, I was just telling you the story about running out of gas because I filled my gas up in metric, and I drove 10 miles, thought I had a full tank of gas, and I ran out of gas, got out of my car to get help, and I got knifed because of the metric system.
Why? Because of the metric system.
Because I would have had a full tank if I just filled up, with the normal gallons.
Come on, stay up.
But I used metric, and I thought I had a full tank, and I got knifed.
You got screwed up in the liters, you see.
But
this is what happens. Nobody can keep it straight. We all learned it a certain way. And
Well, it is. If you forgot about gallons and went metric, you'd know what a liter was.
Well, I really got screwed up. But anyway, I got a punctured lung, and my kidney was also touched by the knife, and fortunately they found a donor for me. But I don't know if I'll ever try the metric again, Valerie. I'm a little scared.
I think you're absolutely wrong.
Yeah, retard.
Closed mind.
Well, if you were Valerie, if you got knifed right now because of the metric system, don't you think you'd be a little biased?
Of course I'm biased, sort of, because I know it's better.
But what if you got knifed?
If I didn't know it's better,
P.S. Your vagina's in the sink.
Because of the knifing.
Well, if you were knifed, I know you'd feel differently, Valerie. But there's a caller that has an important equation for you. Mark, are you there?
Yeah. How you guys?
I think you better check with our president and get some facts because
Is this Kate Hepburn? This sounds like Kate Hepburn.
I know it does. Mark has a question about the metric system. It's a serious question.
I can't figure this out, Valerie. I've had a conversion problem for the longest time. This Canadian chick keeps hitting on me, and she wants to know how much I'm sporting, and it's 9 inches. So can you convert 9 inches for me into meters?
Both of you, goodbye.
What?
Valerie, what happened?
Uh-oh.
Valerie?
She's out.
She under those underwears.
Going.
She's out.
Valerie?
Come back, Valerie.
Valorie's gone.
She's out.
I also displace about a quart, too.
Is that right?
Yeah, volume-wise.
Oh, Jesus.
what a bad liar you are.
Oh, man.
Oh.
Okay.
All right,
Thanks
see
a
you
lot.
guys later.
All right, bye-bye.
Nice getting Valerie thrown off the show, Mark.
Oh,
You
man.
did it first
No, I didn't.
with your knifing story.
Oh, boy.
Stay out of my goddamn face. You
She liked my knifing story. She appreciated it.
Was that woman in a helicopter? What was going on there?
I don't know. That was really weird. Is she?
Turbulence up there? Or
I
was
think-
she on a plane?
Do you think she's the oldest person to ever be on the show?
Well, she's got the shakiest person. Let's put it that way.
Do you think maybe she could have been like 33 and actually hot, but she just had kind of a shaky thing going?
That's possible. She could be. She could have been like 28 years old, but really nervous, like her first radio interview.
It's possible.
Yeah, I mean, she's like a very nervous person.
I would like to volunteer to take this old bird out of her misery.
But
That would be very nervous.
Yeah, very nervous. But we've talked to some 100-plussers.
Well, Laurel Young, I don't know how she'll take the knifing story. I might have to think of something better for Laurel.
Okay,
She's the president of the metric
Nobody's going to do this.
system or something like that.
Nobody wants to convert anyway.
I don't understand this because the guy that wrote the letter to USA Today claiming to be the head of the Metric Association is Laurel there?
No, she's not.
She's not. Is this her assistant or her?
son.
Pardon me?
This is her son. My mom's in the hospital.
Oh, I'm sorry. Is she okay?
Yeah, I think so.
Is the hospital handling everything in metric? I know she's like the head of the metric system, right?
Right.
Wow. Actually, I was calling to talk to her. I'm calling from WRIF Radio, and we were supposed to do an interview about the metric system, but apparently, is she going to be disposed for a while?
I think so, yeah. She's been in there a couple of days, and I'm not sure when she's coming home yet.
Oh, boy, I hope it's nothing too serious.
Yeah, no, it doesn't seem too bad. So.
Oh, good. Okay. Are you a metric person, too?
No, I'm not. Sorry.
Oh, you're not? Wow, I'm going to use that against her in the interview. Her own son hates the metric system.
No, I don't hate it, but I can't quote things on it like she can, so I wouldn't be one good one to interview.
Okay, how can I characterize your feelings about the metric system?
No, I'm not going to do an interview right now. I'm kind of upset because my mother's in the hospital, so I'd appreciate not talking about it right now, okay?
Wait, I thought you said she was going to be okay a second ago.
Give her a call back.
isn't an interview,
you could do it some...
Yeah, this isn't an interview. We're not even talking. I mean, this is not an official interview or anything.
Yeah, well, the thing is, my mom's in the hospital. I'm here from...
Now you're starting to use that a little bit.
My dad because he's sick, so...
Okay, I'm sorry, but I hope everybody's okay.
Everyone's sick.
Okay, thanks a lot.
Thank you.
All right,
Bye-bye.
bye.
What? Come on!
Oh,
she just said she was going to be okay.
Yeah. Well, now everybody's
When he
sick.
gets out of the hospital, he's still going to need a speech therapist.
That is so fake. No, is that That's such...
Yeah. Yes, it is.
I mean, do we not verify she was okay?
Yeah.
We
Oh,
did.
yeah. No, he said so umpteen times.
And then all of a sudden I'm going to characterize the fact that her son hates the metric system, and all of a sudden my mom's sick, and my dad's sick. What?
Yeah, all of a sudden everybody's sick.
What kind of a pussy pile did we fall into?
telling you.
Jesus.
I'm glad
Good
to
one.
his face he was put in his place, though, that, just for the record, we're not conducting an interview with you, Big Shot. No one wants to interview you.
God
Sorry.
almighty.
And I think it was made clear, too, that he was kind of being fake about his mother's illness and how bummed he was.
Yes.
Very fake.
Because all of a sudden his whole family is, shot.
Now, all of you, get the f*** out now before I get too mad to turn back.
I'm tempted to call him back and just start playing Doyle drops.
Oh. God. What an idiot.
We're out of metric people to call. What are we going to do?
See, that goes to show you how few people care. There's like 2 people that give a damn, and one of them is half dead.
Should I call back and find out if she's 33?
Yeah, why not? Maybe the only hope, she's the only survivor. The other family's going to die off any second. So
Funny, the association has no clue about Laurel being in the hospital. And the son cannot be quoted about his feelings regarding the metric system because his mom's in the hospital and so intense that he's freaked out. After he says she's okay, of course.
Hello?
Hey, Valerie, it's Drew and Mike calling again on WRIF Radio. We just thought you should know that Laurel's in the hospital. Hello? Valerie? Wait a second. No.
Hey, you get the out now! Hey!
She hung up?
She wants nothing to do with us.
Oh, one lousy dick joke, and she's out the door.
How can she?
She's no representative of the metric system.
Well,
what if the dick joke was in metric? Would she have liked it then?
Well, it was. And she didn't like it.
He was looking for a metric translation for his dick joke.
He wanted a metric conversion of 9 inches.
P.S. Your vagina's in the sink.
I'm surprised she was even up on what we were talking about, or what the caller was talking about.
That's why I think she might be 33. Hot and shaky.
Association.
She's just a nervous young woman.
Leave a message and we'll call you back. Thank you.
Valerie, we're just trying to call and the phone disconnected or something. I don't know what happened because I know you wanted to talk to us about something. I just want to let you know that Laurel is in the hospital. She's not feeling well. And if you want to send her some flowers or something, I just thought you should know. We talked to her son, and she's not feeling too well, and her husband is sick, too. So just thought you should know, since you guys are in the metric system together. Thank you.
Joe.
I didn't know what to say.
Nothing to say. What can you say? How absurd.
What did we fall into there? My God.
No.
Start with Valerie. I mean, we had a lengthy conversation with someone who takes 5 seconds to get a word out. That was very intense.
I still think it was Kate Hepburn.
It may have been.
I really do.
May have been her. Well, except Kate Hepburn's dead, so it could have been her daughter, her sister.
I think it was a seance or something. We somehow hooked up to the other side.
By the way, it's 22.86.
Is that what it is?
Yeah, 9 inches.
Okay.
Should we call her back?
Well, maybe that's a reason to convert.
Yeah,
right? Sounds better.
That is good. Yeah.
Sporting 22.
You know what? If there's anything that would get this country in the mood to convert, it would be if penis sizes sounded better. I mean, that's the one angle nobody used when they first tried to do it.
That's pretty strong, I have to say. And you're right, nobody used that, and they should have.
I have got big balls.
Yeah, and they're a lot bigger in the metric.
That's right. Yeah,
so we go from this crazy-sounding person who's the head of the metric system, or so we thought.
Yeah.
Mark revolts her with a dick joke.
No, you did.
Even though she's 33 and shaky.
Yeah.
Frightened her with your knife story.
No, she wasn't frightened. She didn't believe it.
Story.
She was totally unsympathetic.
She wanted to make sure.
Tells you how cynical she is.
Oh, she's worried.
She hooks us up with the head of the metric system, Laurel, who's in the hospital, and her son uses it to get out of being quoted, which is crap, after revealing that she was really okay and it wasn't a big deal.
Hey, I said, get out of my house. Now, all of you, get the f*** out now before I get too mad to turn back.
All right. Well, all I know is the metric system sucks and it's not happening.
Suck.
We did talk to Valerie. That's probably a RIF exclusive. I doubt anyone is talking to Valerie today in the Motor City.
I doubt it.
Or to the loser son of the sick head of the metric system.
No, they're all dead by now. No, family's dead by now.
Clearly a RIF exclusive this morning.
I know I'm gonna be the man who gets strong next to you. And if I heaver, yeah, I know I'm gonna be the man who's heavering to you. But I would walk 500 miles and I would walk 500 more to be the man who walked 5,000 miles and fall down at your door. But I'm walking, 'cause I know I'm gonna be the man who's working hard for you. And the money comes in for the work I do. I'll pass almost every penny on to you. When I come home, I know I'm gonna be the man who comes back home to you.